enjoy that. What leads you to wanting to give back to the people, to give back to the kids who are coming up, whether it's through the foundation or like coaching at a professional level? Like, what was that decision?
Yeah, well, I took a year off from football, and I think that was the best thing that I did.
Yeah.
It was really hard, and going through that year, I looked into broadcasting and different things. I was like, no, this
not me.
I can't. No, this ain't my deal. The one thing that got me is I think I was at the NFL Network, and they were like, yeah, John Madden, we think he's about to pass away. And so we're going to do a tribute to him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but he's not dead.
He's not dead yet.
And he ended up living, like, he just passed away like this was like, 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, and we're all like talking about our favorite Madden stories about like.
He's like in the room.
And yeah. And I'm just like, what are we doing? Yeah. And I'm just like, I don't feel comfortable. Like, this is
not my world.
Yeah, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
This is fake. This is a fraud deal. This is like, I'm not about this.
Yeah.
And so I was like, no, I'm good. And but I think with that year away, being away from the game, I was living in Miami at the time, or Fort Lauderdale, and Adam Gase had taken the coaching job there. So I would go up there and kind of like help out and kind of like get a feel for it and everything like that. And still wanted to play, I think deep down and stuff. But after a year, nobody calling and all those different things, I actually went to a Houston Texans game. A couple of my good friends, Mike Vrabel and Larry Izzo, were coaching there. And so I went down to hang out and see them, and Bill O'Brien was the head coach. And I'd kind of mentioned to Mike and Larry that, I'd like to, think about getting into coaching. And they told Bill, and Billy, I talked to him. He was like, let's talk after the season, and ended up, getting on with Houston, basically being an offensive assistant for 2 years there. And, and did that deal, and that was a grind. And, you kind of sit there and you're like, okay, this is what I want to do, but it's almost like a rite of passage to get to coach, because you're doing all the legwork stuff. And I'm just like,
starting again, right?
You're starting all over again. Going from being a franchise player to, putting copies in a notebook.
Yeah.
And about 60 notebooks. And you're just in there organizing it all, getting on, and you're just like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
But I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad I kind of got through that process, and then to where I was able to. I was just like, I just need my own room. I just want to coach my own room, and got the opportunity in San Francisco for these past 3 years, and
had a pretty good run with them, right? Like,
it was really good.
Yeah,
really good. Got to go to the Super Bowl, that first year.
Yeah.
We drafted Deebo Samuel there in the second round, which was, awesome. Next year we got Brandon Ayuk and Juwan Jennings. And then this past year, those three, really propelled us, to the NFC Championship game, and we're, a player or two away from going to the Super Bowl.